Discovery and ISS is ready.
CNN en español, this is Houston. Please call Discovery and ISS for a voice check.
¿Ya? ¿En inglés?
Hello, CNN en español here. Good afternoon. Can you hear me? Testing, testing. Can you hear me?
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. We can hear you loud and clear.
Thank you. Thank you.
Vamos a empezar, ¿ok? La misma pregunta en inglés.
So the anchor, Claudia Palacios, is going to ask you a question first in Spanish, and after that I will ask you the same question in English. So you just need to wait a little bit. And don't worry, this is not live. We are taping this.
Okay, we understand. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ellos van a estar así en el plano todo el tiempo, los 7. Okay. Sí, ya. ¿Ya o no? Para ver cómo avanza la misión del Discovery, hacemos contacto desde la Estación Internacional con el astronauta Joseph Acaba, el primero de ascendencia puertorriqueña en participar en un viaje espacial. Joseph, gracias por aceptar esta solicitud. ¿Y cómo nos vemos desde el espacio?
Joseph, good afternoon. Thank you for being with us. How do we look from space?
You look great from space. It's fantastic looking down on the Earth from up here, and it's a pleasure to be here.
Sabemos que usted fue uno de los 3 profesores de escuela escogidos hace 4 años para entrar al programa de astronautas. ¿Cómo es que un profesor de ciencias llega a ser el primer especialista de una misión tan importante como esta?
Joseph, you are one of 3 teachers chosen for the astronaut program. What prompted a high school science teacher to be part of such an important mission?
Well, from a very young age, I had an interest in maybe someday becoming an astronaut, and in 2004, NASA started looking for educators to become mission specialists. And so I thought that was a great opportunity to perhaps be able to fulfill one of my childhood dreams.
Para poder cumplir con uno de los sueños de niñez que tenía.
Bueno, y usted también fue uno de los 2 astronautas que realizó ayer la segunda de las 4 caminatas previstas durante esta misión, pero entiendo que algo salió mal. ¿Qué fue lo que sucedió? Y además de saber cómo planean corregir el error, ¿qué impacto tiene esto para la estación?
Joseph, you are one of the 2 astronauts that yesterday did the second spacewalk of the 4 that have been programmed in this mission. I understand something went wrong. What happened? And besides having to correct a mistake, how did this affect the station?
Well, right now, we don't know if it was a mistake or not. What we're looking at it from the latest data shows that it just might be the way this UCAS or payload attached system is built, and we just have to pull harder to get it to work. We weren't aware of this before the flight, but now we've come to our knowledge that could be the case. So tomorrow when Joe and Ricky go out, they're going to give it a try just to pull harder to see if it kind of goes down into position, and then it'll be all good. And if that doesn't work, we can still tie it down and have the station in a safe configuration.
Si eso no funciona, podemos seguir con la configuración que ya teníamos.
Y además de instalar el último juego de paneles solares, ustedes también planeaban probar el sistema de reciclaje de orina para transformarla en agua potable. ¿Cómo va esto?
You installed the last group of solar panels, but you are also testing a system to transform urine into drinkable water. What's the update on this?
We installed the new distillation assembly yesterday, and we're currently starting the processing today to verify that we will indeed be able to clean our water and make it drinkable, clean our condensate and clean our urine. So if you stay tuned for a few more days, we'll have an answer for you. We have high hopes.
Y tendremos una respuesta no hoy, pero tenemos grandes esperanzas.
Muchas gracias por concedernos esta entrevista a CNN en español. Sabemos que todavía les queda una semana en el espacio de esta misión del Discovery.
Thank you very much for being with CNN en español. We know that that you still have a week left in this mission. Good luck.
Thanks very much for your interest in human spaceflight. It was a pleasure talking to you today.
Discovery ISS, this is Houston ACR. That concludes the CNN and Espanol portion of the event. Please stand by for a voice check from CBS News.
ISS, this is Bill Harwood, CBS News. How do you hear me?
Bill, we have you loud and clear from the International Space Station. How do you hear us?
Loud and clear, Commander. Thanks very much, and my apologies in advance if I don't get to everyone. I'd like to start with you if I could. I didn't plan on asking you guys an orbital debris question today, but here you are. You've changed your attitude a little bit, and I'll ask you what I'm getting asked, which is this just coincidence there have been a lot of these in the last few weeks, or is the situation somehow getting worse?
You know, to me, Bill, actually it seems like a coincidence. We have had a couple of these in the last couple of weeks, but as far as I know, it's coincidental that we've had just a couple in this close time frame.
Well, let me ask kind of the same question to Steve Swanson or Joe Acaba. You know, you're both spacewalkers, and I guess the thing about debris is it's not what you see coming that you have to worry about, it's what you don't see. Do you guys worry about that? I mean, just the sheer debris environment up there right now when you go out in a thin spacesuit.
I guess I don't think too much about that. We have enough other risks and worries to take on as we go outside, and I'm just trying to worry on getting the job done right, and so that's what I'm concentrating on at that time. Joe?
I agree.
Well, let me ask either one of both of you guys again, just looking ahead at tomorrow and the spacewalk you just finished. What did happen with the UCAS? It looked like you guys were putting an awful lot of elbow grease in there and couldn't get it to budge, and it wasn't clear to us if the clamp was 180 degrees out of place or if that's where it was supposed to be.
Well, it seems we got some more information this morning, and that the detemp position for the UCAS, that payload attached system, is a lot stiffer than we thought it was going to be. And I didn't actually pull down very hard on it, so once it wouldn't come down with its a little pull, we started looking around, and that position, that pin might have been out a little bit out of a config, but it shouldn't have actually stopped it. So we started looking around, and we were worried about that. But now, after we came back in and had more data, it looks like if I had just pulled hard on it, it would have come on down. And so tomorrow, when Joe and Ricky go out, that's the first one of the things they're going to do after they do the cedar cart relocate, is to pull down on it just with more strength and see if it comes loose.
Well, Joe, how about Plan B? What are you going to do if that doesn't work?
So the idea for Plan B is we are going to probably just tie it down for right now until the ground can come up with more ideas on what the real problem is, because that's what all the models, all the engineering analysis shows that it's probably just a detemp position. So if it's not that, then they really don't know, and we don't know exactly what the problem is, and so we don't hurt anything else. We're just going to kind of tie it down for a long duration or ability so it can stay up here for a while, and while they work on the problem, come up with a solution.
Okay, well, thanks. Well, let me switch gears a little bit and ask Sandy a question. I know Mike's up in front of you guys down in Destiny, I guess, working on the UPA. Can you give us an update on where things stand? It seemed like it got a little bogged down today with all those QD troubleshooting you guys were doing, but it sounds like it's working. What's going on with it?
Yeah, we had a little bit of a problem this morning loading up the RFTA, the filter assembly. We ended up changing that, and now Mike's back in the mode of dumping some of our urine tanks, our full urine tanks, into the processor to fill it up and start the processing. So things are moving ahead, and we're hoping for a good outcome here in a few hours and a few days.
And, you know, as long as you're there with John Phillips, you both have the unique perspective of being long-duration crew members as well as short-duration shuttle crew members. And, John, let me ask you, you know, they're getting ready to go up to 6-person crew here. What do you see as the challenges to getting 6 people up and working and supported in making all that happen?